Hey everyone, my name is Simpsy. How you all doing? Welcome to episode 5 of my Total War Rome 2 DEI Divide et Impera SULLA campaign on the Mithridatic Wars scenario. Here today we are dealing with the retreat of Sulla at Narbo. We managed to take Massalia, but at a heavy loss. We managed to push against Narbo, but unfortunately a legion is given chase, so we're going to have to fall back to Massalia. Thankfully, things are doing a little bit better down in Sicily. Crassus has been tasked to retake Carthage and bring it under our control. So far, we still have most of Greece. The Italian peninsula now fully under our control. We've got another stack down in Syracuse itself. And it's probably not a bad idea to get another army here in Macedonia. I would like to eventually take that province we lost in Illyria. We had to secede some territory and vassalize them, which is annoying. We had to give the client state its independence, and it's actually spawned two decent stacks. I'm actually surprised it hasn't happened a little bit quite often, that we've sort of had to have various regional autonomy zones. But overall, thankfully, we were sort of able to stabilize some of the territory in and around Greece and in the Balkans and Illyria and stuff. We sort of forego sort of the far eastern vassalized territory. They got taken out by Pontus. Okay, so we've actually got a little bit of cash. It's probably not a bad idea to get some dignitaries. I always forget to get them. They're always good. You got the money. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have the Siege of Carthage here today. Pompey is going to drop off his big pal and buddy Crassus, and we've only got 2 ladders. Is that enough? It's only a garrison, and there's a small navy there, which will disembark. We've obviously got our own navy as well. Look, you know what? We'll kick things off with the Siege of Carthage here today, and then we'll go back to Sulla's situation. Whatever happens to that full stack, we might have to attack it, or they could attack us. Alrighty. Welcome to the battle for Carthage. Now, we've only got 1 ladder each side, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, okay. I didn't comprehend as well. This either is a small settlement of Carthage. This is like the exact same blueprint of the city. What was it? Oh, when we attacked Syracuse. So this isn't a custom settlement as it should be. Interesting. Maybe that's yet to be put into this beta. Nevertheless, we're going to be able to sail up what would be the harbour. And that's a little bit annoying. Looks like we only can go 2 ships at a time. And we'll give out some attack orders there. Definitely auto-resolvable, but come on. We're playing as Rome. You can't not play the Siege of Carthage if you get the opportunity. To be fair, I was thinking it would be a custom settlement, because I always like playing the Siege of Carthage, like, especially with the huge naval drum. That's a bit of a shame. We've also got some crossbow units, which is a little bit different. First time seeing these guys deployed upon the field of battle. We were able to get crossbow units thanks to conquering Syracuse and Sicily. I do quite like the rework of the arrows and archers. It looks like they pack more of a punch. It looks cool. I know it's a little bit controversial. It's more so like a Warhammer thing. It's the arrow trails. I actually don't mind them too much. I would rather a visual indicator of like a volley of arrows with white rather than like zooming on in. I don't know. It's personal preference, I suppose. We've got to deal with this naval units being disembarked in. Okay, so there is a Scorpion there and some equipment. Doesn't seem to be firing to too much effect. It's just the arrow towers that could engulf the ships. So unfortunately going in three-pronged at a time, which will complicate things. The ladder is now here. Now, it's going to be a difficult siege, as we're only going to get funneled in slightly. Oh, even this wall is bugged as well. Maybe. Slightly. Nowhere near as much as the siege in Syracuse. But definitely favoured to win this one, even with the limited amount of siege equipment. We were more favoured to auto-resolve this one on the campaign map, but I can't see us losing this one. Especially now that we've got Marines about to deploy within the city itself. So technically going with the three-pronged attack. We actually might have better with the amphibious assault here in Carthage, as our legionaries have disembarked and the veterans are going to try and make a play to get the capture points. Alright, there's going to be a second front here, maybe even a little bit of a skirmish on the outer temple. So we'll quickly try and take the high ground here. They're going to try and swing around and stop us from getting that siege equipment attached to the ladder. Attached to the ladder? Attached to the wall. The ladder attached to the wall. I don't know why that's so weird. Alright, let's continue on in. Okay. We're pushing on this side of the wall now. And we'll give out some attack orders. Hopefully we can seize the gateway quickly. And fierce fighting is now breaking out on the wall. Nice. Gaining some ground. And we're also inside the settlement as well. I'm curious to see how they react. There's a small couple units coming in from the naval disembarkment, but hopefully we can give out some attack orders here. Interesting that they didn't throw everyone in. Oh my god, that's a venomous volley there with the high ground. Because you think the more units they can get in, the better to defend. But so far, just skirmishing Peeler back and forth at the moment. Oh, interesting, a unit's come out here. Hang on, bear with me. They're out of ammunition, they need to pull back. And let's give out some attack orders now. Oh, they're hitting me from the side there. That's a little bit dangerous. Okay, and looks like we're going to win this skirmish on the outside, which should free up some units so that we can push on in. Nice high ground charge there. And the legionaries are having an absolute field day, carving up the naval combatants that disembarked. Oh, what? Oh, welcome back, guys. Unfortunately, we had a game crash. You gotta be kidding me. Which is super annoying. Yeah, maybe it's that settlement. Like, it's not Carthage. It's not custom. Oh, that's infuriating. So we're just gonna have to auto-resolve it. Numidia potentially are open for a peace agreement, as we now border them now that we have Carthage. Shame that happened, but it happens sometimes. It is still a beta and a work in progress. That's a lot of money. I'm surprised we're actually going to be able to get that much out of them. They're interested in trade as well. Maybe they're potentially interested in switching sides. They knew what happened to the last client state of Sulla. It was occupied by us, that being Massalia in the last episode. But they might be willing to switch sides, which is good. Good old Jugurtha. Who is you? Military access. I suppose you're at war with them. Whatever. Okay, so Crassus now can move to Thapsus. Pompey is already sailed south. And we have another army moving over as well. And this seems much more favourable in auto-resolve. Alright, so once we take this, hopefully we can rid them from this side of Africa. I think they still have some territory in the west, near Morocco, near the Gatuli, but we'll see, and we'll disembark you as well. Okay, so it looks like the Gamantians are interested in a trade agreement plus a client state. They are at war with Numidia, so I'm interested as to why they're sort of interested in accepting that. Maybe for protection. Pushing in that deep into the desert is always really quite difficult as a Roman faction, so you are better off to do it, but I think I would accept their client status. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. I might have stuffed up here, because I might have waited just a little bit too long. They've actually besieged me here. Now, I could be a little bit cheesy and just swap out Sulla and TP him away, but if they actually attack me this turn, yeah, it's complicated things. Oh, and they've actually moved the navy there from Narbo because we fled back. I guess we fight this one and hopefully try and win it. Now, basically with that navy, that's going to come in with no resistance. We are defending, of course, so we're going to be able to put some deployables. So we're going to be able to put down some semblance of a barricade, put our archers behind it, and we're going to be able to put some caltrops down and some, I guess like modern day, they're called like dragon teeth, aren't they? To stop them coming in. That's what's got, this is going to act as, and we've got some units there holding, but we'll move this navy to try and distract and throw them back, but yeah, this is going to be a tough one. If we lose this one here today, potentially Sulla's going to be injured and the campaign in the south is going to be delayed, or he could be, well, killed. A lot of siege equipment coming on in. Not favoured to win this one. 70% on our favour, but we've won a lot like this, and I didn't even get to see it there. The ship just got instantly crushed by the navy, and they're going to try and roll on in. Oh, you never know, they might actually not go for that beachhead now that we've fortified it a bit. Alright, let's swing around our cavalry and try and put some pressure on them. But yeah, I think it's just Sulla. The thing is, like, every push we've done, if it's Cisalpine Gaul, even into Massalia, we've just been taking mass casualties. Maybe it's just easier in the south, just because there's been less of a build-up of garrisons and maybe even armies to some extent. We do have reinforcements coming, but that's what I was just sort of waiting for. It's just like, we took a lot of damage in Massalia. We won, and then we pushed to Narbo. It's annoying that, like, we destroyed the 2 full stacks in Cisalpine Gaul. Then we went to Massalia, then there was 1 in there, and the garrison. And then as soon as we go to Narbo, there's a 3rd. They just have so many legions. And if we beat this one, this will be 6. Even though we're still only operating with 2, probably 3 really, but like 2.5 properly fit. You're just so outnumbered in this mod, it's kind of crazy. Alright, they've made their way to the walls, and they're going to throw everyone in. We haven't actually fought Marius on the field of battle either. We've managed to take out a lot of his high-ranking officials and generals. But still, a lot of good commanders in their ranks that are more than capable of leading a legion. Alright, the cavalry there didn't do too well. So let's just try and hold them here. And look in the bottom right in the radar. Still undecided where those ships are coming in. Just still keeping an eye on that. But we just need to try and hold. And try not to give up any ground. An inch of ground. And try and get our arrow towers to rain fire and death upon the enemy. But yeah. Ugh, I just thought I could hold Massalia. Like, you'd think, like, if we fled from we fled from Narbo, we kept on fleeing back, Massalia we should be able to defend. Got my archers there on the left flank. They don't seem to be taking the gateway. We probably got a bonus fighting on the wall, so let's try and throw some of these guys on here. But at the moment, we're holding for now. Let's slowly, incrementally move Sulla forward just to help out morale-wise. Okay. For now, we're holding them on the walls. We are wavering here and there, but guys are a little bit exhausted. Alright, let's speed things up. The longer this battle goes on, the more winnable it is. And now that they're gaining some ground, let's try and plug up those gaps. We seem to be not doing too good on that left-hand side. However, we're doing better on the right there. And the Navy Hasn't come in just yet, but it is dragging one archer unit and a handful of legionaries on the beach there away from the wall assault. Unfortunately, the cavalry didn't do too well. I would have liked to do it a bit. I would have liked them to do a bit better. But these legionaries are just absolutely exhausted. Okay. Now this might be a problem because they've actually come down from the wall. Although the indicator of a unit banner isn't there, we might still have some forces up there, but this is not good whatsoever. We're going to try and throw down some inspires and rallies and morale buffs. Tactically, nothing really crazily is going on. We're just sort of grinding and battling things out. Oh, I didn't fully comprehend that there was a navy there as well. That's really changed things. Just trying to concentrate here. It's just a shame. We got trapped in a corner. Backed into a corner like a rat. I think we might straight up lose this. No. Oh, the amphibious assault has now happened. They've landed on the beach. They've actually softened this up quite a bit. I wonder if those stakes did anything. Oh no, they've skirmished quite well. It's kind of cool. This defensive setup, I suppose. But, yeah. If we can't definitely hold this beach, it's a GG. They're going to flank and then take the capture point. Oh no. I think this might be the end, boys. Oh no. This might be the end of Sulla. Because generals are mortal in this, aren't they not? You can do everything right and still lose. In the sense of, we started this campaign taking Rome successfully, crushing the legions in Italy. We crushed 2 legions in Cisalpine Gaul. We pushed over to Massalia, kept on going. We won there, which was kind of tough. With a 12,000 man battle, outnumbered 2-1, crushed them. Kept on going. Another legion rocks up. We've been on like a 4 or 5 legion, well, not legion, just army crushing streak with Sulla. We overextend into Narbo, and then as soon as we get there, we take some losses, and then the legion comes. I just guess I should have kept on running. I could have cheated. I know there's a way that you could have got him out of there. For example, you could have just switched it to some random general and sacrificed him. I am holding out hope that he might be injured, though. Okay. Damn, man. I guess we just waited too long. Sometimes you should have zigged when you should have zagged. Oh, he's been charged here, Sulla. Although we're ultimately winning the war, but Sulla might lose the battle here. As they charge on in. There's just too many of them. Sulla fighting to the absolute bitter end. I still hold out hope that he just might be severely injured and he will be sent back and have to convalesce in Rome. Right, let's speed things up. I don't know what I could have done differently here. I just avoid this battle to begin with. Maybe not fight on the wall, sacrifice and pull back. To be fair, we even lost the Battle of Mediolanum, didn't we? But we're only able to come back with mercenaries. Oh, no. Nah, it's it. It's GG's. Close defeat. What's going to happen? Outnumbered 2-1. Sulla, 7-star commander. Close defeat. During the end turn phase. What's gonna happen, fellas? What are your predictions? In the comments. I guess they're just gonna take Massalia. Oh, what would be annoying is if they actually re-puppet it, I guess. Yeah. I guess that's a GG's. Oh no. That doesn't look like a flesh wound. Oh no. A noble death. Yikes. Oh jeez. Oh no. What's gonna happen? Oh, you're kidding me. Lucius Cornelius Sulla is dead. Big rip in the comments, guys. And we've got a new leader. Marcus Lepidus has stepped up. The faction has been ripped apart. And he still has a son, though, which is good. But, unfortunately, 57. To be fair, he died when he was 60. In this alternative timeline, Sulla didn't die on a farm. He died doing what he loved. Protecting French territory in Massalia. We'll adopt you in. Scapula. And, yeah, so Lepidus is now the leader of the faction. I guess he outranked Crassus and Pompey. You nearly give it to Crassus, to be honest. Now, I'm curious. Now with Sulla dead, can we negotiate with Marius in good faith? Just for a little bit of peace, because that's going to really destabilize us as a faction. More or less, just because of war weariness. There should have been phases in this campaign where we should have had peace to some extent. We do eventually want to try and defeat the Loyalists, now that Sulla is dead. To be fair, he's probably going to die anyway at some point. Only a couple of years off, because this war's gone on for so long. Or maybe we could say, hey, Marius, would you like your Western Roman territory in your own right? I don't think so. I want to take it. Okay, well, Legion 1 defeated. Legion 2 is going to try and protect Cisalpine Gaul. And Scapula, a new general, new claim to fame, he can go there. However, we've still got a lot of renowned generals. Still going to, I guess, fight for the new triumvirate, which is Lepidus, Crassus, and Pompey. And now we're in the dictatorship of Marcus Lepidus, which is kind of cool. So we're going to try and continue with this conquest of North Africa still. We're still actively at war. But shocks have reverberated around the empire. Yeah, so be warned. If you lose Marius or you lose Sulla, that's it. I'm curious. I'm kind of excited to see where this campaign goes, to be honest. Yeah. Sulla defeated. Oh, during the intern phase, Marius has actually offered us peace. So he does have a little bit... actually a little bit in Serenica there, in Libya. Okay. So we'll accept that just for a little bit of... just to give us a breather. They're gonna eventually declare war on us again, you'd imagine. Oh my god, that's a massive Carthaginian army that's rocked up there. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess they wanted peace because we've got a new faction leader, because that can happen sometimes. Oh no, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, what? Sulla's only son has died. Oh no, maybe that was the deal. Marius with peace, but we just have to get rid of someone. Oh no. I don't know what's going on with the family tree, because a lot of these are dying, which is not optimal. Well, they want a non-aggression pact? No. Yeah, because sometimes it's worth... I think this is a general rule for Total War. If you're at war with a faction and your faction leader dies, it is worth negotiating for potentially peace, because I think it does sometimes re-roll. Like, even in Medieval 2, when your faction leader dies, you're re-brought back into... what's when you're not excommunicated anymore? Reconciled? Yeah, that's it. Recommunicated? I didn't know what to say. Even that happens quite a bit. Okay, yeah, because I guess, like, Marius is not negotiating with Lepidus now. Well, we've crushed this Carthaginian uprising, I suppose. Well, now that we're in a time of peace, I do want to try and run down Marius for what he did to Sulla. Yeah. We're going to invest into our newly acquired lands and make plans and preparations to rebuild. Maybe also just having a bit of a breather and a bit of a break, because these active wars have sort of drowned us down quite a bit. So this is how things are standing at the moment. We've still got our puppets actually in Ting. Or it actually stops our vassals from attacking them as well, potentially. And then we've also got to watch out for the Optimates and various other political parties within our own faction as well. Because they've still got a little bit of territory in North Africa onto the left-hand, right-hand side of us, but mostly in Iberia as well. And Pontus is growing quite big. We haven't even fought them just yet. So on that note, it's probably time to wrap things up here. Man, some massive changes in this campaign. I am tempted to do more episodes, but we could also use it as an off-ramp as well. They've got peace and forged their own little kingdom, but Marius is still yet to be brought to justice. Rome is fully under our control and is divided with power between Crassus, Pompey, and now the dictator, Marcus Lepidus. Also, I am kind of tempted to get vengeance for Sulla now and his son. However, he does have a biological daughter still, so Sulla's lineage will continue. But it's also like you could end the campaign here as well, like narrative-wise. I don't know. I am tempted to go more, but let me know in the comments if you'd like to see episode 6. But anyway, if you enjoy this type of content, like and subscribe. If you want to see more from me, check out the videos on screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, whatever that is. My name has been Simsy. Cheers.